Okay, thank you, Mr. Grant. I think that you're ready now to take questions. There are many callers waiting out there just to get in. The numbers to call are 465-2555. That's the local number. And the international overseas number is 1-718-577-2916. Now you are welcome to call wherever you are, in Nevis, in St. Kitts, in Taiwan, in Cuba, USA, Canada, wherever you are, Timbuktu. You are welcome to call and to share your concerns and ask your questions. But there is one thing I will ask, that you do it respectfully. And there should be no abuse of persons on this program. We will not tolerate it. We will take anything, but we will not take disrespect. Your call will simply be aborted. So you're free, call in, ask your questions. Caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, likewise.
Working for you.
And good afternoon, Honorable Lindsey Grant. Carl down here.
Good afternoon, sir.
To the listeners home and abroad. Honorable Lindsey Grant, a number of things. I heard you speak about all the training in the different areas that will be coming on stream shortly. And I also hear you address the different hotels and all kind of things. But one area I did not hear you address, sir, with all these hotels coming on stream, I would like that if these hotels could do one of the initiatives that Kittison Hill do, introduce agriculture on a local scene as part of their working structure, having locals work to produce agriculture, local food for the hotel on the site of the hotel. Because, Mr. Grant, I went up to Best Buy the other day. You know the Dominica boat is not coming because of the situation in Dominica, right? And many of the shelves in terms of garden food products, was empty. And the cry was they was waiting on the tropical boat. And Mr. Grant, it hurt. Because when you come down to the market, the very same thing they're waiting on the tropical boat to bring our local farmers down here in the sun, on the umbrellas, on the shed, trying to get a pound of those vegetables and crop sell. The same tomatoes, the same carrots, the same broccoli, same cauliflower, everything, right? But they're waiting on the tropical boat. And every week, I know you listen to talk shows, you hear of the different complaints concerning the Dominica stuff them. But nobody complaining of the tropical boat bringing in all these overseas stuff that the locals have here, knocking dogs, have to give to pigs in the end sometimes and things. One of the things, Mr. Grant, I would like you to also look at, while you're going to be concentrating hard and seriously on overnight visitors, you also have to be concentrating seriously on overnight entertainment. We cannot be just looking at the strip and the little hotels, and you have to do some serious work at the bus terminal, at those bars, because then everybody gonna want to be in the high-end area. People gonna want to come out and have some of the local calypsos and music, some of the local, food and drink. So you're gonna have to just look up adjusting the bus terminal.
Carl?
Yes?
You've said quite a mouthful. I think that the minister needs some time to respond.
Yes, I want to make one more point quickly. And also, Mr. Grant, I was looking at the PEP program, which I find it is a sort of a vexing issue, because the PEP program, people seem to be having that as a living program. I think it should be a program that should be used in the area of your program that you're planning to do, where we can take people from the PEP program that are supposed to be properly trained to move over into the hotel industry, because we have a lot of people sitting there on their laurels, being trained and not able to go out into, say, the hotel work field to exercise what we have been paying for over 2 years.
Okay, thank you, caller. Thank you. We got the point.
Okay, if I can answer the caller, because I think the caller made a number of important remarks. And one of the remarks he made, if I can put it in my own words, he's speaking about the fact that there need to be a greater synergy between the agricultural sector and the tourism sector, and I absolutely agree with him. We need now to start to find a way to promote our agriculturists, our farmers, to begin to understand, to prepare to grow the necessary produce that would meet the needs and the standards of the tourism sector. And that is critical, because the only way that the tourism product is sustainable is to make sure that we curtail the leakages that we have. And part of the leakages that we're going to have is when we have to import produce from overseas. And I must say that the discerning visitor today is not one who wants to eat the same thing that he would eat in North America. He wants to eat something natural. I am amazed that when you go to Jamaica, in a hotel in Jamaica, and you ask for juice, they're not giving you any juice out of a tin. They're giving you freshly squeezed local produce day after day in Jamaica. Why we can't do that? We have absolutely gorgeous and great soil. So, I think that's the kind of things that the caller is speaking about, and it's something that we need to pay close attention to get it right. He spoke about the fact about the bus terminal and entertainment, etc. And there is also an initiative on towards ensuring that we do something about the bus and ferry terminal in terms of cleaning it up, make it more amenable to visitors and locals alike. So we have some work to do there, because I don't think it's in the state that we would wish to showcase St. Kitts and Nevis in. So something is going to happen shortly with that area. He spoke about the last point, and which is, I would consider one of the most important points that he spoke about, is the PEP program. As I understood it, the PEP program was designed to train workers, and in my own words, for something. I think the PEP program failed in that regard, because if we're now having 1,400 jobs available coming on stream in the next 12 to 24 months, we should have been able to point a finger anywhere within the PEP program and say, well, we have 10 or 15 bartenders standing by waiting just for a hotel to open, or we have persons trained in the pools, trained in landscaping, or we have persons trained in receptionist, front end, back end of the hotel industry. We can't point to that. And I say in that regard there's a failing. And so we now have to draw on that program to make sure that we get persons trained in every facet of the industry to be able to be work ready in the next 12 to 24 months. And so we are definitely looking at this as an avenue for positive growth.